film earthquake. Used years later for Beverly Hills Cop 3. Check it out on action on phone. Well, as you can see, those are some pretty rough waters, but I gotta tell you, the waters have also been rough right on out here in Amity, all thanks to that pesky shark, known to us as Jaws. Well, he's been out here causing trouble for years, terrorizing all of our lovely tourists, so I decided to call him a favor. Yep, I called my good friend George. Now, George just happens to be a diver. He's been out here in the water, see what's been attracted to pesky shark ends up. Oh my goodness, there is the shark. I don't know, where's George? Oh, there he is. Hey, George? George, now, I don't want to alarm you, but there's a shark and it's coming your way. Oh, that doesn't sound good. George, I know you can still make it if you just swim to the boat because it's closed. Yeah, that's gross. George has guts, and there they are. You know what? Well, let's just hide on over here behind these flammable gas tanks because I'm certain that we'll be perfectly safe over here. Nothing to worry about at all. Feeling kind of bad about George, but look. They set a little bit for him in that yellow barrel. He was tasting it. Okay, it's getting good now, right? Okay. So, hiding behind the flammable gas tanks may not have been my best idea. I don't know. I'll admit it. You know, I've been making a porch for you to see a lady. What is that? Gross. Ew, a shark tooth. Look at him. He's the littlest one. It's coming for everybody. And you would think that he'd be full after eating George, but no, that is the greediest shark in creation. Oh, well, you know, what do? You can't have it all. He may be greedy, but at least he does what he's supposed to do. The only shark in the world that can do the backstroke, as he slowly goes back to his original position. Very different from the shark that was actually used in the film Jaws. He sunk all the way down to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. And they actually nicknamed the movie Flaws. Take a look.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. The shark worked well enough for a while there. Had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Spielberg and that shark got rather close. They actually nicknamed him Bruce after his lawyer. And that area that we just left for Jaws is also referred to as Cabin Cove from the television show Murder, She Wrote. But just ahead here to your right-hand side is our chicken ranch, which has been used in a movie musical starring Dolly Parton. It's also been seen in The Mentalist. There's been some party rocking over here for the LMFAO music video. And our chicken ranch is currently being used for a television show called About a Boy. And just nearby is one of the most sought-after neighborhoods in town. And it was used for a television show, but it was not about a boy. Nope, it was about some pretty fabulous ladies, though. I'd like to welcome you to Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives. Be having to point on all the houses for you. It's the least I can do. You turn your attention over here to your left-hand side is a pretty beige home, which is the home of Gabrielle. And Gabrielle was played by Miss Eva Longoria. Also here to your left-hand side, you see a pretty yellow home, which is the home of Susan. And Susan was played by Miss Terry Hatcher. And she just happened to live next door to Lynette and her family in the beige house there to your left. And Lynette was played by Felicity Huffman. A Desperate Housewives filmed out here for up to 8 years, but in their second season, they decided to add on to our already built street, which is when they brought in this little roundabout here. Also, they could bring in a brand new neighbor who lived at the very end of the cul-de-sac, and the Peach House coming up here to your right-hand side. And that Peach home was the home of Edie, played by Nicolette Sheridan. But the latest housewife to live in that particular home was actually Renee, played by Vanessa Williams. And that house is a practical set, too. So yes, you can film both inside and outside of that particular set. And while a lot of these houses look like you might be able to move right on into them, you might be surprised to know that often you can only film on the exterior of the homes. And sometimes that's on the lower levels. We do quite a bit of our filming actually in sound stages. Coming up here to your left-hand side is a blue house with brick, and that was the home of Bree, played by Marsha Cross. And this street is not only known as Wisteria Lane, it also known as Colonial Street. It's been used for the Munsters, Leave It to Beaver, Animal House, Matlock, the film Lady Killer starring Tom Hanks. Michael Bublé shot his beautiful day music video out here. And Key and Peele have done some filming out here as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd love you all to see what this area actually looked like on screen for ABC's Desperate Housewives. Take a look.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
You thought, what the heck? Let's do that.
While those are some of our more practical sets, there does come a time when we do need our sets to be a bit more fanciful. And that was exactly what was needed by director Ron Howard for the film Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
It's challenging because the logistics were challenging. We had 11 stages occupied at one time on the Universal lot. One of them was just for putting Who's into their makeup every day. And so I felt like it was one of those extravaganzas from the 30s or 40s. Sets that were inspired by Dr. Seuss, brought to life, made functional enough that, you know, we could shoot on them, actors could climb on them, people could do flips off them. It makes me so proud that it's become this kind of evergreen, and that every Christmas it rolls around and it means something to a lot of kids.
And those cute little Who's in Whoville, as adorable as they definitely were, unfortunately they were a little bit stressed out because they weren't just dealing with the Grinch. Nope. Who'd have thought that they would be living right next door to, well, a psycho. Welcome to the Bates Motel. The Bates Motel was used for the film Psycho, directed by Alfred. Who is that? Alfred Hitchcock. Hello? Excuse me, sir? I don't think you're supposed to be out here. Is there somebody that I can call for you? Because, sir? Oh. It's really strange. You know what's even weirder is that he kind of looks like the guy on the screen, but that wouldn't be Norman Bates, though, right? That's... Oh! Okay. Everybody, pull out your cameras and take plenty of pictures. We're going to turn this into America's Most Wanted. What is he doing over there? Oh, hey! There. How's it going? Yeah, we're just passing through. Didn't see a thing, really, except for the fact that you put someone in the trunk. That was awkward. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything, but what was I supposed to do? It was like the elephant in the room. Okay, let's just get the heck out of here. He is scary, and now he's got his eye on us. Ooh. And I hate to break the news, folks, but they've gotten away from Norman Bates, but we are not out of the eye of the storm just yet. Because when you visit the Bates Motel, there's one thing never too far away, and that would be the Psycho House coming up here to your left-hand side. From what I hear, Mama might even be rocking away up in that second floor window. Let's creep on by. We don't want to disturb her. Besides, I wouldn't want you guys to miss a spectacular set on the other side. This is the actual neighborhood where Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning hit out during the alien invasion. And to your left-hand side is an actual 747 plane that was distressed specifically for this production. And all three pieces of this plane were brought in by flatbed trucks. Now that we're at a complete stop, feel free to stand up and take photos as you hear a little bit more about this set.
The airplane press is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steven.
Again, to sit down to talk about War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Close your eyes, okay? Close.
Robbie, get in. Get in. Steven Spielberg used over 500 special effects shots in this film, which were actually more special effects shots than he had used in any other film prior to this one. Now, special effects are not only used for War of the Worlds, of course, they're also needed to bring certain sets to life. And you're going to see one coming up here to your left-hand side, and that area is referred to as our Falls Lakes, a large area in front of a blue wall. If you're not getting a good enough glimpse of it, you can see it again here on your screens. And you can see that we can fill that entire area up with water and even build a facade in front of that large backdrop out there. You'll also notice that the backdrop can be turned into just about anything. But if you should happen to see it either blue or green, that is when you know that we're using CGI, computer-generated imagery. And we use those colors because they are the furthest away from a human being's actual skin color. You can see how they helped Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman walk on water in Bruce Almighty. And take a look at your screens here and you'll see how Falls Lake really come to life in the movies. There it is in Jaws Revenge. It's also been seen on National Treasure Book of Secrets, Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, by Disney for Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides with Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz, Wanderlust with Jennifer Aniston, and even The Hunger Games, Catching Fire. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come around to the end of our tour.